In this tutorial, we are going to allow the user to click on the question so the app takes him to the details activity and display the body of the question with the answers. Hello again, my friends. So we have seen before how to fetch all the questions and trend questions, 20 questions from a Stack Overflow and allow the dynamic implementation and direct fetching of these questions. So as we see, we have to open the Stack Overflow. So our mission in this tutorial to fetch the question body. So I will make a new classes with body, questions with body, and I will make edits for some codes that will get the details of the questions. So first of all, I will go to the Stack Overflow API. I will make another get request, and in the same way I need to get like this. I will copy this and I will paste it, but I will make some edits. You see, guys, on the API that we have to edit the ID of the question. So let's go to the API of Stack Overflow and see what we are going to do. So if I need to get the answers, I will use this. If I need the questions, I will use this query, and so on. These are the details about these questions. Okay, so we are going to work with this. I will open it in a new tab. And we see, guys, that if we need to test it, we are going to use this with the IDs query. Okay, back to Android Studio. I will start making this by putting, I can copy it from here, copy, and I will paste it here. Okay, this is good. IDs, order. Okay, or we can make like a simple method that makes like this. So you can use this, or you can make this questions question ID. You can name it as whatever you want, but because it is an query, and site equals Stack Overflow, and get from the Stack Overflow filter equal with body. Okay, we are getting the with body filter. We make a call here, and single, I will make a class about this response schema and question details, and I will make the path for this path because we are using the question ID, and it should be the same as here. So guys, it's very important, it's case sensitive, so I copy it and I paste it here. And if you see the retrofit course, you can learn about this path, query, and whatever you want about the retrofit in this course. Okay, so we have finished making the Stack Overflow API. Now I will go to single question response schema, and I will edit it. I will create it first here, and then I will edit the code. Create a class single question response schema, and this will work as getting the question with the body. Okay, so first of all, I will make a serialized name called item, which is the array that we have seen before, the array of the response of objects that it is getting and results from the API of Stack Overflow. You remembered it, guys? So you can go back to the previous lectures and Stack Overflow video, and you learn more about it. Private final list, and I will make a question with body. I will make also a new class called question with body. I'm a question. Okay. I will create a class called like this, question with body. I will edit it later, but till now I need to finish the single question response schema. I will create a new constructor here having this, and I will get the list using the getters. Return questions dot get 0. It's very simple, guys. Okay, public, sorry, it's a question. I'm making a singleton with body and get questions. Okay, and here we go. We have finished the single question schema. Now let's go to the question with body and see how to solve it. Question with body, it is very obvious that we need to fetch the question. We need to fetch with the question with the body, the ID, and the title of the question. So if we go back to the Stack Overflow, we see, guys, that if I put here the IDs, I put 15, and it is mandatory. You see, guys, I will take, this is the item, and we need to pass also, this is the wrong query that we have not used in the question. I will go and copy this with body, and you can go to Postman, and you can log in to the account. This is our older friend also. We have tested before on the site how to use this query and how to get fetch APIs. So the collaboration platform for API development, and it is simple way and a simple tool that used to test the API. But till now we are making everything working fine and no need for using Postman. Okay, and also if you want to learn more about Postman, previous tutorials will teach you about it. Okay, I will need a private final, and I need the type of the data it is string, and for the title, and also I need to serialize name. Also I'm going to fetch the question ID and the private final string and body. Okay, or ID, ID, and the last one is called serialized name of the body, private final string body. Okay, so in this question with body, I'm going to fetch the title, the question ID, and the body, and store them in 3 strings and display them into the details activity. In order to do that, I will finish first using creating the constructor, and I have finished the question with body class, and I'm going now to question details activity. Okay, so I have created before in the first video, I think, the questions with details, questions details activity. Okay, and I have an annotation. We will configure this activity later, and it's show time to make this class function. Okay, so what we have done is getting the ID of questions and display them, and the title, and display them into the main activity, the list activity. And what we have did in this video is making and allowing the user to click on the question and display go and get the response of this ID of the question with the body of the question, and we are going now to display it into the questions details activity that will open to the user and display the body of the question. For that, I will implement callback. I am mandatory making these videos like very detailed, because I know that if you miss something, or you didn't understand anything, or you didn't understand one topic in the video, it may be unclear for the rest of tutorials. So I make it very obvious as I can do. So extra questions ID equal to extra question ID. Okay, this is capital and this Q. Okay guys, so remember, this activity is for displaying the details of the class. Now I will make also here some privates, declare some variables and widgets, text view, text question body, and private stack overflow API, and it's called mstack, our stack overflow API. I will import the text view, and here I need to create a private string and question ID. Okay, so it's well clear now. I'm going to initialize this on create. Now question question ID, or sorry, body, text body, text question body equal find view by ID r.id.text body. I will make a layout for this activity. I will click on the activity questions details. I will go to the source code now. I will drag and drop a text view here and put the margins for 0 0 0 and adding the constraints for it, and it is in this form. This is the source code for this, and I will name it as text underscore question body. Okay, so text question body. Okay, so in this way we have initialized the text. I need to make now the retrofit calls. So retrofit equal new retrofit builder base URL. I will get them from the constants base URL, add convert, and we are going to use our friend JSON converter factory dot create, and again build. So in this way we are making the retrofit. Stack overflow API equal retrofit dot create stack overflow API dot class. Okay, question ID or question ID question ID equal dot get intent dot get extras get string. We are going to get the string from the past extra question ID. Okay, so what we have done, we are passing from the list activity, the main activity, the ID of and the extras for the question, and passing them into the question details activity that we are going to allow retrofit to make the calls. Okay, I will make public static void start here at get the context. I will pass the context, importing the class, and string question ID. This method takes the context and and that's the question ID, and pass them to an intent I equal new intent context and question details activity that class. Okay, so this is the method that we need to create in this class and this activity. So intent, this is the intent I dot put extra question ID, and it is question ID. Context dot start activity I. Okay, I will cut this method to above here, and we will continue making our class and activity. So we have to implement the two methods, the on response and on failure, but first I need to override the on start method call or call, what is the name of the retrofit that we have that make? It is call. It should be call. Okay, I have missed it. Private call, and I need to get single question response schema and call. Okay, call now here. Call equal to stack or stack overflow API question details, and I will pass the question ID. So in this way, I'm going to call the retrofit and enqueue the callback, passing this. Okay. Another way I need to, another method I need to, it is to override is on stop if the call, and remember guys, always stop the calls if they are equal to null. If there is no connections, call, or if it is equal to null, get and go back to cancel. Okay. Now, one last thing I need to make is to configure the callback here. Okay. So the callback, I need to implement the methods. So I will click on L class to import. It is this, and implement the methods on response and on create. Okay, on response and on create, these are the two methods that we will work finally. So single question response schema, question schema, and if the response is successful, I can put them from, okay, we have written them before, but it is good to write them again. Question response schema equal response dot body, and that it is not equal to, does not equal to null. Okay, so if it is here the question, I need to put one here. String a question body equal to question response schema dot get questions dot get body, get questions dot get body. Okay, I will configure it later, but till now android.os.build dot version dot SDK integer above or equal to Android N. You need to make the HTML and remove them from the HTML. So Android OS dot build, again I need to compare it with Android N dot version codes.n, go and make text by question body dot set text to HTML dot from HTML dot question body dot HTML or HTML dot from HTML mode legacy, not mode compact. We are removing because we are getting the response from JSON, and maybe sometimes it's form of HTML and some XML files, and this will refine and make the code more prettier and more pretty by making this text question dot set text to HTML dot from HTML question body. Okay, else I will call on failure. So else go and call on failure. Okay, and I will pass the call and I will pass the null. Again, I need to make the on failure fragment manager equal to get support fragment manager, and the fragment manager dot begin transaction dot add server error dialog fragment dot new instance and null, and commit the list. This is the finished commit allowing state loss. Okay, so everything should work fine. I see that I have an error here in the question body, response schema. I will go the questions response schema. Okay, I think I have written some wrong codes here. Maybe sometimes confusing between the single question response schema and the questions response schema. Okay, so we are getting the JSON response as an array, and it's the name of this array. It's called items, and going here to the constructor, and I don't need as a list. I need a question with body only. So I need, because I'm passing only one item. So questions equal to collection dot single list, singleton list, passing the question. Okay. Here the question. Again, here I have with body, and it is now good. I'm going back and get the questions, get body. I need also to configure the questions here. Get questions and get the body. Also, let's go to the question with body, and here I need to add the getters for body, the title and the ID. Now everything should work fine. Get body. Okay, now let's make a clean project and then try to run our application. Just one thing before we have missed to add the click listener actions. Okay, I will restart the app and let's go to the main activity, the list activity, and here I need to remove the annotation, the comment, and in this way it will work. So again, I will run the application, applying changes, and let's see. I will click on the first item and here we go. We have the text, and it is updated with the question. So how to implement observer pattern? Let's see. Okay, and this is the question. I will remove the text view. It is ugly. I will name it loading text, loading question body. Okay, so let's try again and see. Okay, let's select capturing video from multiple thread, OpenCV, loading question body, and here we go. This is the question body. So guys, I hope you benefit from our tutorial. We have finished the basic Stack Overflow API app, and that we will work on dependency injection and make this app clean architecture. So starting from the next video, we are going to make dependency injection and we will make clean architecture. So keep us making new tutorials. Just rate us 5 stars on Udemy and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you in next videos.